What's up, CEOs? Looks like it worked. We're live. This is live training for auto dealers and those who are in auto businesses, right? So, auto dealers, and sometimes mechanics or anyone in the auto industry. If you're watching this video right now, then you're watching an upload to YouTube because this video goes down live in the Facebook group Dream Dealership. And you can join that Facebook group and you can get some questions answered, especially about these videos, right there. So check the description for the link to join, and I'll see you on the next live training. While we wait for people to get the notifications, I am Shamel Leonard, and I do these live trainings. And I started the Auto Dealer Business School because there was just not enough out there for dealers. And I felt like this business, you could lose money very quickly. And you could also do some, illegal things accidentally because you just didn't know, right? Or you didn't know to know. Okay. So I just felt like that was too high risk. And I knew that I was seeking to be a better person in business and also to be a good person to people. So I wanted to know the right way to do things. And then also not only the right way, but knowing the right way gave me like a runway to prosper and to profit and to grow, right? Because if you feel insecure about what you're doing and how you're running your business, you don't want it to grow. You don't want it to get bigger because it's already out of control. So that's what the Auto Dealer Business School is here for, is to help you gain control, understand what it is you're doing, understand your industry, understand your business, and how to grow it to $1 million. Why $1 million? Because I know you want to make change for your family and for your community. And what they say on the airplane, put your oxygen mask on first so that you can be there for others. And that 1 million is your oxygen mask, CEOs. So let me know who's here. I see some people got the notifications. What's up? What's up? Always great to have you. Let me know what your questions are, even though they don't necessarily pop up right here sometimes. But all right, this video, the right way to run your floor plan, okay, is sponsored by Floor Plan Check. Get a check to pay your floor plan today. Your floor plan is killing your profits, your profitability, the money that you are able to pay yourself, and the money that you are able to use to grow your business. Buy more inventory, hire more people so that you can live a more peaceful life. Your floor plan is holding all that up, and how you're managing your floor plan. So join Floor Plan Check by getting pre-qualified for funding that is available to auto dealers in the form of a cash deposit into your bank account. Get your cash deposit, be able to pay off your floor plan, and be able to use more funds to be your own floor plan so that you can stop paying those people all your profit, all your money. All right. So get your floor plan check today, CEOs. All right. So today, the right way to run your floor plan. Floor plans are ruining dealerships, and it's not their intention. It's not their fault even. It's just that the dealers don't know how to use them. Okay. When I first got my floor plan, I did some wrong things too. And I'm going to go through all those things with you. And my rep for my floor plan, he told me what I needed to do. And I'm going to share that with you in the third one. Okay. I wanted to just say that because this is based on my own experience, and this is also based on advice. Okay. I'm also at the point in my career and in my business that if it's good advice, I am listening and I'm following it. And that man gave me good advice. All right. So listen, the right way to run your floor plan, get these people out your pockets by only buying cars on your floor plan that you already have predetermined sales for, right? So that's your buy appointment only program, your car concierge, your car finder program, right? Where people are coming to you and they're like, buy this car for me, and you're taking a deposit. Hopefully, if you're not, you need to get into the buy appointment only program to understand how to run that. You're taking a deposit. You're getting paid in full before you go and purchase that car on your floor plan. And you have the sale before you pay for the car on your floor plan. That is one of the only kinds of purchases you need to make on your floor plan. Why is that? I'm so glad you asked. Because you trying to avoid fees. Okay, you are trying to avoid fees, and the way to do that is to pay off that floor plan before that grace period ends, before the fees kick in. So only buy cars that you have a predetermined sale for. That means your customer has money in hand. Okay. And people do not tell the truth about their money in hand. The only time it's really true is when it's like, okay, send it over. Oh, I only got, that's when you get the truth. Okay. People got $1 million if they never have to show it. Okay. So make them send it over so that you know exactly how much they have. So you know exactly what your limits are when you are bidding on that car. Okay, CEOs, you picking up what I'm putting down? That's one way to make sure that they have money on hand. The other way is if they're financing the car, just make sure the funding is already approved, not just pre-approved, but approved, which means that you have the stipulations, the stip sheet. Okay. So this bank has said, we're going to give you this money as long as you satisfy these stipulations. And you look on that stipulation sheet and you look and you say, I got all these things. We can satisfy those. What are usually on the stipulation sheet? The buyer's order, which is the bill of sale, receipt maybe to record the lien. What else? A copy of the title is usually what they ask for. Things like that. So you go through that stip sheet. You make sure you as the dealer have everything that you need to make sure that loan is funded. But you make sure that person is pre-approved, like approved. Okay. But just waiting for the car. All right. The only time you buy cars on your floor plan when you have a sale already. The second time that you buy cars on your program, or the second kind of car you buy on your floor plan, not program, floor plan, is buy the cars that are quick to sell. Okay. Quick selling inventory. What is quick selling inventory? No heavy recon. This is what nipped me in the beginning. Okay. Is because, had some cars on the floor plan that needed heavy recon and took forever to come out of recon, right? It was like reconstructing cars and, took too long, too many fees on the floor plan, no more profit in the car, cars repossessed, okay, in their jacked up, incomplete state. And of course, they didn't bring a whole lot at the auction. So then, had to make up the difference out of my pocket, right? And out of my business. So I want to save you, okay? Hopefully you want to be saved, okay? So don't buy cars that have heavy recon, okay? That's number one, no heavy recon. The other is nothing over 15,000 retail, because anything over 15,000 retail has higher competition because you have so many more dealerships selling that kind of car or a car similar, that also that customer has more options because they usually, if they are buying a higher price car, they're in a better buying position, which means they have a higher credit score, which means that they can go anywhere else, or they have a higher down payment. You see where I'm going, right? So you want to buy the affordable inventory because your customers have fewer cars to pick from the market. And then also they want to connect with somebody because they need a lifeline. So they want to connect with you. And if you're like, yeah, I got you, they rocking with you. Okay. So no inventory purchases over 15,000 unless it's by appointment only, right? Unless it meets the first criteria, number one, but no inventory over $15,000. All right. It's just too hard to sell. It's going to sit and it's going to eat up your profits and run up your fees on your floor plan. All right, CEOs. Any questions? You picking up what I'm putting down? So also quick selling inventory is of course nothing that's hard to sell. Like two-door cars are harder to sell than four-door cars. So don't buy no two-door cars on your floor plan. Okay. Even if it's like a nice car, right? That's a by appointment only purchase because the general public is looking for four doors because they got family, they got plans, they got things to do. Manual transmissions are hard to sell. Manual transmissions is a niche market. Okay. I love manual transmissions. The first car I ever owned was a stick. I drove a stick for 10 years. Okay. But that's not everybody. Most people don't even know how to drive a stick. Most people don't even know what a stick is. Okay. So if you're buying manual transmissions, it's going to sit. It's going to be harder to sell. So no manual transmissions. If you do have some right now on your floor plan, you need to advertise those to people who are coming from up north. People from up north, New York, Boston, New Jersey, they know and like manual transmissions. So you need to market to them. Okay. no cars without AC or any of the creature comforts like that. That's going to make it harder for it to sell. People are going to come and they're going to be like, oh, ain't no AC, or oh, the window don't work, or fix those things, the radio, right? Fix those things so that it's faster at selling inventory. You need to get those cars off your floor plan as fast as possible. So you need to make sure they sell quick, CEOs. Okay. More details about what are quick selling inventory in the $1 Million Dealer Club. We talk a lot about inventory, what you buy from the auction, how much you pay, stuff like that. Okay. Can't really go into all that here, but that's why we have the $1 Million Dealer Club. All right, CEOs, any questions? Let me know what you got rolling around in your mind. All right. Last thing on the right way to run your floor plan, CEOs. And the reason I'm really harping on this is because I want you to succeed. I want to see you succeed. And so many dealers are coming to me being shut down by their floor plan, owing, having to have an alternative method of doing business after you just spent all this money to be licensed and, you know, you got a business. So third thing you need to do, CEOs, is have money set aside to pay the balance in full on your floor plan at any time. Now, I know you like money set aside. Where do you do that at? I get it, because you're running a business and every dollar has a purpose, or every dollar has a destination already. I get it. Okay. But that is the right way to run a floor plan. And that's what that dude from my floor plan came and told me. He was like, listen, you buy the car on the floor plan, okay? You got a sale that's lining up even, right? Maybe they're just waiting on their funding. Maybe they're getting their cash together, whatever it is. Go ahead and pay that off on the floor plan so that you control how much in fees you pay. And then you are free and clear. You get your title before you have to sell that car. Everything works smoothly. Okay, that's what that dude told me. And so, yes, that's what you need to do. You need, floor plan is not the only inventory money you need to have. And I know it would be nice if it is, but anytime you're in a situation where you have to depend on something, is, you know, it's a little bit of a catch, right? So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. You want to put yourself in that situation where when it's good, you can benefit from the good, but if it's not so good, you know, you can take your business elsewhere, right? Like, have control over that part and set aside money to pay that balance on the floor plan in full. If you're like, I don't have money to set aside, get a loan, okay? We're funding auto dealers at the not at the Auto Dealer Business School, but we have a partnership. All right. We're funding auto dealers, and dealers are getting funded. Money is showing up in the accounts, and, you know, people are running their business. They're doing what they need to do to invest. And they know that this money is their golden goose so that they can finally set up the lifestyle that they really want to live. Right. And what I mean by golden goose is the golden goose produces the golden eggs, and you spend the golden eggs, right? But you never slaughter the goose, or else there's no more golden eggs. Okay. So get you funded, get funding, get capital. The way to do that the fastest is to pre-qualify. Avoid a decline. All right. It don't feel comfortable being declined. Okay. Especially when you have your hopes up. So we have a safe pre-qualification process. All right. That means you're going to answer a couple of questions. None of it is like super personal. And I'm going to take a look. I'm going to give you a call. It's your strategy session. Okay. I'm going to give you a call. I'm going to have the funding partner on the line as well, so that they can consult on the funding part, and we can create a winning strategy for you so that there is no decline. Okay. We don't want no declines because we're serious about moving forward. I like that. I like that they get where people are at. We don't have the mental fortitude for a decline when we're trying to find a solution. Okay. So pre-qualify, avoid a decline. We'll put together a winning strategy for you so that you can get funded. All right, CEOs, any questions? Let me know. Anything? I'm sure it's probably something, because I got a couple of people online. Hey, CEOs, what's up? All right. So I want to leave you with this, right? It does require action. I've been getting a lot of just a lot of divine guidance right now on mindset and like discipline and action and things like that. And that's what I want to pass on to you is you can do this. And even if it seems hard, you know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You have to take it one step at a time. I'm doing my very best and will improve in the future on breaking down the operations of a dealership one bite at a time. Okay. That's why you're hearing things like, let's start with your floor plan, get your floor plan check. That's why you're hearing about by appointment only. I'm breaking it down into revenue streams and then also into the things that eat up your revenue. Okay. So that you feel more in control and you can have your eye on more of your business and you can make it grow and do all the things that you want to do with it, right? From being a franchise dealer to having a fleet of cars to leasing to, you know, there are all kinds of dreams that come through on the strategy sessions. And I love it. And I want to support you there, but we'll never get there if we don't build a strong foundation. That is what this is. This is the foundation. Okay. This is the stability that will help you to have the money, have the time. All right, CEOs, while you're in your passion, the car business. Okay, CEOs. So I'm always rooting for you. All right. I want to toast to your success, to the lives we lead, to the dreams we chase, to the moments that we make, and for some of the effed up things that we can't erase. Okay. I heard that's on my favorite song. And I thought that that was very fitting because it is time to just leave the past in the past and toast to a beautiful and bright future. All right, CEOs, I'll see you in the next live training. Let me know what your questions are. Pre-qualify for the funding today. You need a floor plan check. Even if you aren't licensed yet, don't start off licensed with only a floor plan. Get your floor plan check. All right, CEOs, be blessed. Talk to you soon.